turn the light off. Yeah. Vlog time, people. Cycle number 2 is over. I'm home.
Woo!
Yeah, it was my birthday yesterday. Alex is in the room. Lot to talk about. Cycle 2 was very different. The first time I had been in and out of hospital for a couple of months and at doctors and everything, and as you guys know, initially hematoma was the diagnosis. Obviously not that now, but the first cycle of chemo flattened me because I was basically half starved, dehydrated, hadn't slept, I had nothing in the reserves. I probably already had viruses which caused the neutropenia. And yeah, all in all, that was not a good experience. This time, the chemo was much easier in hospital. I didn't end up with a fluid imbalance this time. My kidneys took a couple days to actually decide to start processing everything, but once they did, that was it. I was fine. Back into a negative fluid balance to begin with, because so much fluid went out, and then I had to start drinking more water, and kind of didn't wanna, because between each chemo bag they hook up a huge hydration bottle. Alex can attest to this. It's enormous, that thing.
It's very big.
Big plastic thing, and it's full of potassium and magnesium and water, and it just, you don't feel thirsty that much when you have those, although you do get dry mouth. It's weird. So yeah, like, I didn't make a vlog in the hospital this time. I was with 3 people who needed a lot of rest, and 2 of them were not in a good way, and I felt it would be a bit unfair for me to start being all chipper and set up my little tripod with my phone and record this. So I waited till I got home, and yeah, yesterday I turned 28. And moment of brutal honesty and detail here. To begin with, the first cancer diagnosis that I was given was sarcoma. And the doctor was terrified of it, because he'd never seen anything grow that fast. It went from grapefruit to soccer ball, as we know, in about a week. He told my parents at that time that he didn't think there was anything he could do, and we'd be lucky if I made it to Christmas. I didn't know that at the time. I wasn't told that. I was so weak and run down by everything and not in a good way that I think, honestly, the thought was, if they told me, that it might have actually pushed me closer to that edge. So I understand it. But from my perspective, here's where you're going to come inside my mind with me a bit. There was never a time when I sat there and went, I'm going to die. I never had that moment. I've spoken to other cancer patients who have told me that, and this is not a judgment, I'm just sharing experience here. So apologies if it comes across the wrong way. I spoke to other cancer patients. They said the first thing they imagined when they heard their diagnosis was, a year from now, what's their family doing without them? I didn't have that. I got angry. In my head, this is verbatim what my brain said to me. No, you know what? Fuck you. This isn't how it ends. I'm not done. There are things I want to do. There are places I want to see. This thing is just another bump in the road. I'm not taking it. So that's me. Apparently belligerent and stubborn. And you know, I told my mum that last night, and she said, it's the Greek part of you, because I'm looking at Alex, by the way. The Greek family, I love you all, but you're all very stubborn. We know it. We're Greeks, we're stubborn. And honestly, Scottish side of the family, fair dose of stubborn too. And basically there's no way this thing is more stubborn than me. So, 2017 is the year I beat it. It's gonna happen. On to some lighter-hearted stuff. You know, I have to do the update. I did say I would share in this vlog just whatever. So, if I'm rambling, I'm sorry, but this is not scripted or anything. So, moving on to the birthday, because I've never been more blown away by people that I love. Started out pretty much like my normal days start out at the minute, which is wake up just before 8. At 8, have shit ton of pills. Wait for shit ton of pills to kick in, then get real hungry because of the steroids and have breakfast. There were things that I had to do, and, you know, I don't mind. I had to go into the clinic and have my bleomycin booster, which, again, moment of detail that I might regret sharing later, but I don't go in for like a drip to top up my chemo. 2 Thursdays after I get out of a cycle, I go in and get stabbed in the arse with a big needle.
And then it jumped up and bit me in the buttocks.
Pretty much. Doesn't really hurt, it's just uncomfortable. And then afterwards, a little bit sore to sit down on it. But, you know, it's 2 Thursdays, and then the 3rd Thursday I don't have to do anything, so whatever. And I've been feeling less sick and haven't really been having much in the way of the horrible chemo effects. My sense of taste is still kind of ruined. That'll come back in the next couple days, I hope. So moving on to the actual birthday stuff, I got home from the clinic, and I'm going to give you a window into our family life here. Usually, my birthday it's become like very routine and traditional. We all love what we've come up with for it over the years, because for a few years I did different things, but my birthday falls on 22nd of December, so it's usually a family-only affair, because my friends are all busy doing things for Christmas, or they're with their families. It's too close to really do anything else. And I don't mind that, honestly. So usually we drive to London and wander around in Chinatown a bit, because there's always stuff to see there and it's very vibrant.
And the food.
The food. Occasionally we eat at a restaurant there called Plum Valley. It's expensive, but oh my god, the dumplings are amazing. The dumplings, Haley, oh my god. So yeah, we wander over to sometimes Covent Garden, watch the street performers, have a look in some of the shops. There's usually a stand there that sells fossils, which is really cool. Alex has got a Carcharodontosaurus tooth he might show you at some point.
Right.
Then we can make our way to Harrods and have a look at the Christmas displays that they always put up.
Go to the tea room.
We go to the tea room and we have authentic loose leaf teas, because we're just that British, and cakes. And my favourite tea is Vanilla Excellence. It's a black Chinese leaf with Madagascan vanilla extract. It's best drunk without any milk. You drink this one black. So I came home from the clinic, and there was a lot of setup in the conservatory going on. And I was told there was a surprise, but not told what. Turns out, on the 21st, my siblings and my dad, Pringle has now inserted himself into this vlog, Continuing. They went to London and collected cakes from the Harrods Bakery. And they found me an eclair that was chocolate and vanilla. It was amazing. That I could eat, and it was quite light, because, you know, heavy food's probably not a good idea right now. And basically recreated a form of the tea room in our conservatory at home. Mum got out this amazing tea set I've never seen before, and, you know, to some people this is not going to sound like particularly anything, but the amount of dedication and effort that went into that, I'm welling up now talking about it. We moved forward to the afternoon and the evening, you know, I'm hanging out with people, and I had a little rest, and time for food in the evening. And it turns out that Dad, at some point, has been to Pizza Express in Wokingham and spoken to the management there, told them about me, and about the fact that usually, in our trip to London, we stop off at an Italian restaurant that is, you know, my favourite, Zia Teresa. If you're ever in London, go to that restaurant. But anyway, he went to Pizza Express in Wokingham and organised with them that we could order anything off the restaurant menu, and they would put it in the little collection boxes that they do now, because they have a takeaway menu and a restaurant menu. They let us order anything off the restaurant menu. Then gave me my starter and the two mains that I ordered so I could have half of each, because I couldn't eat a whole meal. I wanted to have like a couple slices of a Lorraine pizza, and I wanted to have a little bit of calzone, because I love calzone. I was jonesing for it. And that might sound greedy, but they gave me my food for free, threw in a cake, slice of panettone, and some ice cream. And my stuff was on the house. Obviously, you know, the family paid for the rest, but they even included a note that said happy birthday and get well soon. And that from strangers, not even just strangers, but strangers running a business, it's really blown away. Cannot thank Pizza Express enough, because that kind of food is my favourite. I haven't been able to eat it in months, and missing out on going to my favourite this made up for it, more than made up for it. God, I need a second. Did say this would be raw. No, and we finished out the evening by watching an episode of Planet Earth 2. Just everyone on the couch. And that was... There just aren't words. I've never felt as loved as that. Just like so much of it in one go. And no, I just wanted to... I'm not trying to gloat or anything, I'm just trying to share. Because good experiences when you have cancer, they're important. And I think that's where I'm gonna wrap up this vlog. The last thing I'm gonna do is quick shout out to Steve Wilson. Really glad I met you in the ward. Made the time pass a lot easier at the start there, and genuinely lovely guy. And Sally, chance meeting in the day room when we were having our feast that I felt really bad about because I didn't have anything to give you. And then your visit from the other bay. Thank you very much for that. Also shout out to I hope I'm getting the name right, but Morjax on Twitter. Thank you very much for your messages of support. Fuck cancer. That's where I'm gonna leave it, guys. Alex and I are actually gonna try and do some recording, so I want to get into that. I've been missing playing games and making videos, and this will be Resident Evil 5, so it's gonna be a hoot. Thanks, as always, for watching, and for all the positivity and the comments and the messages on Twitter, everything. Thank you so much. And I'll see you next time with another update. Bye for now. The good news is, the first cycle, usually, fingers crossed, is the worst one. Because it's the hammer blow. You know, it's what kicks it all off, and there's just no being ready for that at all. There's no way to prepare.
Okay, lead it this way.
No. I'm leading it the opposite way to the way that I should be. Can I set off these bombs, or can I not?
Just don't
it's coming
chance it.
round.
Don't
It's
run
coming
on it.
round.